Meet the Eastern Towhee, New Jersey's rust and black songster. He shows up as soon as spring softens the pine barrens, trading snow for sun. He loves tangled shrubs and a leaf litter floor where he can double scratch for beetles and seeds.
As winter loosens its grip on New Jersey, robins arrive in force. Dozens, sometimes hundreds, comb thawing lawns and meadows together, flipping leaves and listening for worms.
When a coastal storm slows in May, the sky seems to pour birds into the cedars. Warblers of every pattern and color crowd the swamp, feeding, singing, refueling for the miles ahead.
A palm warbler touches down in a coastal marsh, fresh from the boreal forest. Its chestnut crown glows against the autumn reeds. Through November, it works the leaf litter, tail bobbing, singing
a nest on Canada's forest floor. 4 speckled eggs cradle palm warblers. Days later, pink nestlings beg as a parent offers insects. Within 2 weeks.
In New Jersey's wooded wetlands, the barred owl's year begins with a call that rolls through the trees. Each spring, 2 to 4 eggs are laid in an old tree cavity.
Each spring, black-throated green warblers drop into New Jersey's deciduous forests, refueling on leaf, hiding caterpillars before pressing north to breed. In the boreal woods,
By late October, these warblers settle in Caribbean and Central American forests. Here they glean tiny spiders from glossy leaves and bathe in rain-fed pools, joining mixed flocks.
From egg to restless fledgling, the prairie warbler thrives in the tangle of young trees and sunlit fields. And with each rising buzz of its song, the cycle begins again.
Tops of spring, a yellow-rumped warbler announces his claim. While other warblers head south, this one builds a home in the north. Eggs become begging mouths, mouths become
Body
wings.
lighter than a teaspoon of sugar, the Blackpoll warbler launches from the Amazon, bound for New Jersey. One breath, one push, and it commits to the sky. For 3,000 miles, it rides the...
Bright as a drop of sun, the prothonotary warbler starts its story in a hollow tree. A female lines the cavity with moss, where eggs soon hatch into gaping pink chicks. Downy
Hear that rising, buzzy call? That's the Prairie Warbler, a tiny traveler of New Jersey's pine barrens. From speckled eggs to hungry hatchlings, long flights to the Caribbean, and a spring return.
From egg to restless fledgling, the prairie warbler thrives in the tangle of young trees and sunlit fields. And with each rising buzz of its song, the cycle begins again.
This old red oak is just leafing out, and it's alive with color. Yellow-rumped warblers, black and white warblers, magnolias, chestnut-sided, pine, even a blue-winged. These sudden concentrations
In a quiet
of
patch of forest, a tiny black and white warbler sets up home. She tucks a cup of leaves and moss into the crook of a tree and lays speckled eggs. Days later, fragile chicks hatch, begging for
the
green.
Blackpoll warbler. Each summer, it raises its young in the boreal forests of Alaska and Canada. When the chicks are grown, this 12-gram bird sets off on one of the
I just set this bowl of seed and peanuts out on the deck. Let's see who shows up. First visitor, a male cardinal, bright red with that black mask. There's a tufted titmouse grabbing a sunflower seed. Goldfinch coming in, starting to get its
in New Jersey's woods, the eastern phoebe returns from the south, repeating its name in song. The female builds a mossy mud-lined cup beneath a ledge and fills it with smooth white eggs. Days later, naked chicks emerge, begging for insects the